I got noise here. What's going on? So this shows I'm streaming. This shows I have an excellent connection. This shows I only have one tab. This will be interesting. Okay, it's not the old stream, even though I was able to not have to redo anything. So that's cool. Hopefully people come back. Let's see if it's actually truly live streaming or if it's just my imagination. Nope, there's the globe, so that's good. I'm going to let that run for just a minute. I'm going to go back over to Zoom. I'm going to rejoin. I'm going to reclaim the host.
Take it off, either one, or he exerts himself.
Who's that weird guy that just came in?
The squirrel? That was
I hope Ken Black's in. Alex Black, that guy.
good. Hit the button.
How do I do it?
Oh, come now.
You're a host.
I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it.
Who is the scribbler?
A, he can't do it because B, I reclaimed the host. So, but that's good, Gary. I appreciate how you just wanted to kick me out of this. That was cool.
Well, I was just looking up for the people.
I know that. So I do have the stream up and running. When it restarted, I did not have to restart it twice. The monitor came back perfect, so that solved that problem. Now, where do we want to continue on the other issue?
Check and see if the USB is working now.
Well, with the older cord, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Ooh, it just blinked. Why did it blink? That's not good. Hopefully someone in... Hey, Tim. Tim Souls in the chat room.
Yeah, leave him there.
I thought it was.
Can you feel the love in the room? I can feel the love.
Hey, Ken.
Yes.
How is your brother doing?
Good. Thank you for asking. We texted tonight. He's got his appetite back. He's got his attitude back. The only thing he doesn't have back is his oxygen levels. And he does realize that's going to take some time to get back. So,
Yes.
yeah, it was really good. It was a good... I don't want to talk to him because of his oxygen situation. If it wasn't for that, we would have talked. But, you know, clearly we don't want to stress him on that. So, okay. We're back to sharing the screen. And we want to go to DEVIC, MOUSC. It is still plugged in. As best of my knowledge, it's still running. Looks like it is right there.
I cannot see the left side.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. All the way at the bottom. Western Digital Drive Management Devices.
Yeah. I see that. But that's with the old cord. Now, shall we do an attempt to use the new cord? That's with the short cord that's plugged in the back. I will now attempt to use that old thing and see what happens. And I will plug it in the back, right next to the USB port that the one's plugged into. That way,
Yes.
that's pretty close to being what it should
Hello,
be.
Tim.
Hey,
Hi,
Tim.
everyone. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Greg. Hey, Alex.
Hi, Tim.
You notice he didn't say hey to Blackwatch because he feels the love.
Hey, Squirrel Me.
I did not even realize Blackwatch was. Oh God. I did not even realize Blackwatch sneaked in. Was he the squirrel me?
I wish I could see the screen right now.
This happens if you use stupid names Blackwatch. I do not recognize you. But I should because of the stupid names, but yeah.
There's a history behind that name, though, Catherine, believe it or not.
And especially because Ken has also said that he wouldn't let any other stupid names in other than
Blackwatch and BH Ringer.
Blackwatch or any kind of
And
other name
BH
Blackwatch
Ringer.
might use.
I will let BH Ringer in.
Maybe I ought to change my name to White
Yeah.
Watch. Or White Water or White Watch. Wash.
Tim,
like
Tim, do you have memory problems? You mentioned whitewash twice.
I'm just messing with everybody. I'm having a good time.
All right, so here we go.
How's your brother?
He's doing good. We texted earlier. We don't want to talk. He's got everything but his oxygen back. So we got to get that back. All right, I just unplugged it. Here we go.
That may take a while, Ken. And hopefully he does not get the long COVID variant, because that would suck.
Oh, looky there.
Yeah.
See?
Oh. It's fine. We're fine. We're discussing computer technical stuff. Every now and then somebody gets excited. I told that guy to not do it because he scares people's dogs. She just doesn't listen.
You can thank me now.
Thank you so much, Jim. Cool. Now I can, after I'm done with everything tonight, I can put that in its appropriate spot.
I help too with telling you to check the optional windows.
And thank you, Catherine. Appreciate it.
Welcome.
Am I still sharing my screen, or did I close it?
No, it's closed.
Okay.
Oh,
I
you
start
did something.
clicking on things and good. Awesome.
Clickety clack walk.
Where you see clickety. Oh. I don't see that person in here, but I'll get that joke later.
Maybe.
That, so true on that. Yeah. I
I'm
appreciate
glad
everyone asking about my brother. That means a lot.
I'm
Not
glad
only-
you're in a better spirit.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's.
Well, yesterday when he got his private room, the first thing he asked for was his phone, and the first thing he did was he put on Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers music because there was no good music. Then he sent me a text, so that's fine. I can live with that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we know where you rate.
Yeah, exactly. Now I can't say much. He gave me a Tom Petty and Tom Petty's Wallflowers album, and it's a 6-album set. Awesome,
nice.
awesome music. So
Wow.
hopefully nobody
Hey,
else gets sick.
We got so many
have-
active cases in our church. I don't think we're going to have church again this Sunday.
I have been to Tom Petty's house in Daytona Beach, Florida, before he passed, back in 1992.
There's
Right in the middle of bike week.
Just after that, Tom called the cops. He was arrested.
Oh, never got arrested, but I had lots of fun.
Does Mrs. Tom Petty know about that?
I don't think he was.
Are we on YouTube?
Come on now.
we are
Give me a break
streaming
here.
on YouTube.
Well,
Yes.
straighten out, Tim. Knock it out.
You knock it off.
They say
know
that
the
Tom
tr- we
Petty
know the
was. Go ahead, Tim.
We know the truth here. Yeah, Tom Petty was. He was awesome.
They say he was a pretty nice individual.
Yeah,
That's
what I've heard.
That's what they say. I've watched a couple documentaries on him, and he was pretty laid back. I did not know that he and Gary Shandling were pretty tight friends till after he passed. I had no clue. I must lead a very sheltered life. Do I live in Fresno, California?
Come on now.
That
I've only
wasn't
been here that
directed at
long.
you, Tim.
They say
And
Bob-
I don't. Wait a minute. Is Doug in here? Let's see.
Are you-
There's Alex.
Are you saying I got a guilty conscience?
No, I would not say that.
Oh my
He
God.
would
And
just
besides-
imply it.
You're not from Fresno originally. You're from back east somewhere, south.
I was born in Mary Washington Hospital right outside of D.C. I believe that was named after George Washington's wife.
Also nicknamed the Hatchery.
Yes, it was.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. Well, since we're
I
doing
got you on that, Black Watch.
Go ahead, Jim.
since we're doing trivia, how many of you knew that Gary Shandling was a ham radio operator?
I did.
I didn't.
And Tim's telling fibs all over the place.
I was actually surprised myself when I
Had
found
no
out.
idea.
I've always wanted a ham operator's license, and I've always been interested. Well, I got busted by the FCC when I was 14. I rigged up some kind of crazy antenna in Lynchburg, Virginia, and I was broadcasting from a CB all the way to New York. I had to get rid of it really quick before my parents found out about it. That was over, what, 40 years ago? That was fun.
So, continuing down the tech and lack of my knowledge road, what's the difference between CB and a ham radio?
A lot of difference.
A lot.
Yeah, quite a bit of difference.
One is citizens band, the other is kind of
You gotta have
Worldwide.
you gotta have a license.
Yeah.
Well, you
Or
have to have
ham.
a license, number one. Number two, you're not restricted to a single narrow band of frequency. You have several bands that extend from just above the AM broadcast band all the way up to satellites.
Wow. You don't have
Yeah,
to have a license for CB?
No.
No, it's
No, you haven't had to have a license for CB since somewhere in the 80s, I believe.
but CB don't go that far. It's like the low end of the AM dial.
No,
Am I correct on that?
no,
It's
no.
14.
About
something.
27 megahertz, roughly 27.
Oh, a little bit above FM radio.
What's its range?
No, FM radio starts at about 88 something megahertz.
To 108.
Well, I'm getting
What's the range of a CB?
I'm getting a refresher course
Depends
here
on
at
your
Face
antenna and
Gym.
your amplifier.
A standard CB is supposed to have 5 watts output. Anything beyond that is quote unquote illegal.
Yeah.
Not that people don't do it,
Tim?
but pardon
Oh,
me?
they do.
I said,
No, not
Tim.
me, dude.
No, I said Tim.
Oh, Tim. Well, yeah. But I don't know. The average range of a CB is probably, I don't know, ground wave
Well,
probably not more than about 10 or 15 miles roughly.
Oh, wow.
I was gonna
Skywave could be anything.
That's farther than I
I would-
thought.
Get skipper
I'll-
bounce.
I was gonna say 20. Yeah, 15 sounds about right.
Way
You gotta look
farther
at the
than I
curvature
thought.
of the Earth, and the same thing with aircraft frequencies. They're way down the AM dial, so you're done.
Aircraft
But-
frequencies that are about 118.
But they're up in the air. Yeah, I know. And they vary all over the place. They use 300 megahertz, 400 megahertz band. Military is way up there and 900 or 800.
Speaking of military, I saw on the news tonight where they kicked out 113 Marines for refusing to get the vaccine.
Oh, the price went up. It was only 13 the other day.
Yeah, that's what the news said tonight. So
That's stupid. I
it's
got off from work today and I went to 7-Eleven and there was a sign on the door. Must wear a mask. Nobody's wearing a mask.
I'm glad you defined that because there for a minute I thought you were going to say you went into 7-Eleven and robbed it, but I'm glad you figured that out for us.
Well,
he's still
you
recovering.
know, 3 years ago, you're not allowed to wear a mask to go inside a store on Halloween.
Or
Now
bank.
You have to have a mask to go to the store. So
Yeah.
I don't get it. This is stupid.
You can't wear your hat in a bank, but you can wear your mask in a bank. Figure that out.
Can't wear sunglasses either.
Not anymore, you can't. And my bank, no, I mean, the one we go to here locally, they know who I am. And they said, I don't have to not take my hat off. I love that double negative. And I'm like, no, I'll take it off the few minutes I'm going to be in here because I don't want any problems for anyone whatsoever.
Really?
Not a big deal. So I see Tony Wallow's back. Jeff looks like, yeah, Jeff, I did start over. I'm a little behind on chat. For some reason, when we updated my machine, it kicked the stream out, which is interesting. We'll deal with that on another day, I guess. Yeah, I got a lot done today. Appreciate it. You guys will make
Jim?
me. Yes.
Jim, did you ever run across a ham operator out of Norfolk, Virginia? His name was Jerry Oxenberg.
You talking to me, Mr. Tim?
He's talking to me. Doesn't ring a bell.
He had one hell of a setup.
That name sounds familiar.
What was his name? Oxenberger?
Yeah, Jerry Oxenberg.
Oxenberg.
E-R-G. Yeah.
I think
Oh,
I've heard
he-
of him. I believe
Yeah,
I've heard a
this is-
thing where he got on and he went, "This is Ollie Oxenberg." No, that was something else. Never mind. Is Gary still with us?
If it's the same guy, he's been around for years. Do you know anything about him,
But
Jim?
he's muted.
Okay.
I can't remember his call sign. He used to run Mars calls for us all the time when I was in the Navy.
Oh, that goes back a ways.
Yeah.
Oh, was you in Norfolk too?
4.1.
Oh,
So Jim, your name here is a derivative of ham call sign or CB call sign.
No,
Oh, the last
there,
couple of
there are
letters.
there are no CB call signs anymore. Haven't been for a long
Okay.
time.
no such thing.
So
So
they went
people
out
go
when the
by-
licenses went out.
Hey, Jim, can you give us another clue?
I'm sorry about what?
Well, you said there's no call signs on CB radio.
No, not there hasn't been for quite some time.
70s.
I give a-
Well,
Yeah,
people
late
go by.
70s, as a matter of fact, because I did have a CB call sign 1977. But shortly after that, it wasn't more than maybe 2 or 3 years after that, they stopped issuing call signs for CB radio.
When people started playing games on the freeway.
Hmm.
Convoy.
Truckers still use it.
Oh yeah.
I know. Not many truckers have CBs.
Things has got sophisticated since then.
Yeah, well, they're actually most used in 2 ways.
We did that one time on a run back. He's got a dual trailer, a dually CB dual antenna, and he was convinced nobody on the highway could hear him. But he wanted to-
I've been wanting to intercept some traffic with 2 truckers going through Alaska right now
You-
with all that snow because they have no sense of direction. They don't know where they're going. They're just hauling ass down through Alaska over a lake bed. I would love to intercept some of that radio traffic. That would be kind of cool.
Kind of makes me think of ice road truckers that when they drive on the ice up in Alaska.
That's what I'm talking about. Ice
I
road
don't
truckers.
think I'd want to do that.
Those
Oh,
guys
no,
are
I don't wanna do
crazy.
that.
Oh, what was that movie I saw? Oh, it was a good movie. But anyway, how's Cody working for you?
Haven't done anything with it since last week. I've been
See,
tinkering with other things.
you got it going though, didn't you?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Nice.
yep. I will eventually get it going the way that I want it going. I had
You got a lot.
I had a
you got a lot.
2-hour deal with the people from my NVIDIA Shield yesterday. I'm now on my 5th set of programs for it, which I actually like this one. If it will work, I will keep this one because it's the most easiest and the most informative of all of them. And the station I want to watch work, so it's got that going for it. Now tonight I had a little struggle finding the football game, which I found to be really odd, but I finally found it. And then I wanted to find one basketball game, and I could never find it. But then I didn't really. It wasn't a life or death situation on the basketball game. It'll go away probably next October. By then, I'll have Cody fine-tuned to where I can sit in here. She'll have the Roku for her stuff in there. I'll have my stuff in here, and then we'll really be married like we've been married for a long time. Which we have been, but that's neither here nor there.
You'll like Cody. Once you start finding all the different builds out there on the internet and download and install the repositories, it's nice.
Yeah.
It's like a DVR for me. I go watch whatever I want to.
Yeah, it's got a lot of stuff on there. I do know that. Darren was showing me how he downloads all his movies earlier today. Kind of lost me. It was technical. So I'll get with him again, go real slow and see. Not that I want to download movies because
Timmy
I don't.
Jr. Black Watch. Oh my God.
Is that Timmy Jr. or Blackwatch?
That's Timmy Jr. Black Watch Jr.
That's funny.
I like the drugs he's taking. I want some.
He's gonna start writing messages in here. You have to watch it every time he changes his name to follow the message.
Well, yeah, you actually do have to keep up with his name changes sometime. Matthew Camp just joined us in the chat room. Good evening. Good to see you. That's just Darren entering the room. I already let him in.
Uh-oh.
So, is the world up there yet? No. Man, that's Gary. Leg in my, I need to go check that while I'm over here. That's Gary.
Yeah, I don't know what I did.
It's called
I
old
checked him.
age, my friend. We don't know what we do either half the time.
Yeah, tell me about it. I donated toys for tots today. I think I've did enough toys for half Michigan.
Wow. I worked outside this morning when it was really nice. Then I did my hour-long VA thing, which was okay. They're going to send me another gizmo to play with, keep track of my steps, and they want me to walk 10,000 steps in a day. And I was like, yeah, good luck with that. I don't walk 10,000 steps in a week.
Hmm.
No, I mean, not that I don't want to. I tried to explain to him I would really like to be able to walk, but I walk today. I don't get out of bed tomorrow because my legs won't let me. So do I? Oh, good, I walked today, and then tomorrow I'm laying there and I can't do anything because I'm in pain. What's the lesser of two evils? Be like the guy in Airplane. Instead of I picked the wrong day to stop drinking, I picked the wrong day to start drinking.
Ooh, shit. This ain't gonna work.
What are you trying to do?
I was given a handle for AR-15. Ain't gonna work.
Oh, you were given one or you bought one?
Oh, I was given one, but it ain't gonna work. Magpul. Junk. Throw that away.
What's your weather like, Jim?
It is. I'm sick and tired of seeing rain. We got a bunch of snow 30 minutes from us. All the way down to 3,000 feet. A bunch of snow. It is 48 degrees and it's going to be clear for the first time tomorrow.
We're 60 degrees right now,
Where you
48.
at?
Maryland. It's gonna be
Oh.
71 tomorrow.
Right now, we got a couple of days of rain. The next couple of days is supposed to be rain, and then every other day for the next 10 days is supposed to be sunny.
That's kind of unusual for Maryland. It's usually cold up there and snowing.
It
Yeah.
was like 65 today in Delaware.
So since there's a confusion on the name, if I have anything that I want to say I'll just hold the sign up and no one will get confused.
Who? There you go, Jim.
Yeah.
Says the man that when I said Jim, he told us about his weather.
Yeah, we're
There you go.
cold. We're cold here. I'm sick and tired of going in and out of between two different shops on the forklift in the rain.
Ooh.
I'm really happy. I bought a nice Carhartt jacket for 180 bucks. It's waterproof. That's been nice. But
They say
it's
those
been
are really
cold.
nice.
Yeah, I'm so worried about messing it up, but it's kind of hard not to mess something up when you're in a machine shop. And every day blowing chips
Hot.
off of it.
See, the Weather Network is going to give us an update in a moment.
Tim, if you leave some of your stuff at home, they wouldn't need a tow motor to take you in and out of work.
There's the new message, the Weather Network.
Tough crowd tonight. Tough crowd.
I just don't want to see any tornadoes or blizzards.
Oh yeah, I was so thankful we didn't hear the sirens last week, and then the destruction we seen some tonight on TV, and it was bad. The
Yeah.
typhoon that hit the Philippines took the roof off of my brother-in-law's house in the Philippines, and they are in the process of repairing it right now because it's daylight over there right now. Nobody got hurt.
That's good.
She was more worried about flooding than anything, and was really relieved that they didn't have the flood, but the roof came off. So I
We
guess,
got flooding out here too.
yeah, I guess given the choice between losing your roof and being flooded, I guess the roof might be okay. Water damage, pretty rough.
Yeah.
So
I rather have no roof than water damage, because water destroys everything.
now we had bad wind here last night. Knocked over my basketball goal again. I just think that's a sign, and I'm not supposed to play basketball anymore. And I didn't see any roof damage or damage on the side of the house, so I consider us very lucky on that.
At least none of you guys out that way don't have to worry about participating in house races.
House races?
Yeah, see which house gets to the bottom of the hill first.
Oh.
Mudslides.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's actually make a sport out of it. But anyway, I'm just joking.
And tonight
Yep,
on ESPN.
Blackwatch changed his name again.
We have the defending champion, Tim Soul, whose house made it to the edge but stopped as he watched his neighbor's house go over the side of the cliff. This week, Tim is going up against...
No, I made it to the bottom of the hill, and I went out in the ocean and turned it into a boat and had a grand old time.
There you go.
Catherine just put a call sign in the YouTube chat.
Yes.
No pun intended, but that's Greek to me.
It's Great Britain 2 for Royal Navy.
Oh, nice. Oh,
That
oh,
is,
that's a. Oh, I know what kind of sign that is. Cool.
that is HMS Belfast. That is moored in London. It's actually a museum. You can access her and go and watch how the people lived on that ship.
Wow.
Robert just posted his area was not so lucky, and no, I've seen pictures from his area, and they were not lucky at all.
I was on the HMS Belfast. I was on the Intrepid in New York. I was on the U-boat in Baltimore. I was on the other U-boat in New York. So if there is a chance that I can walk on a ship, especially ex-Navy ship of some country, I will do it. If they allow me to go on, because sometimes when you're disabled in a U-boat, they will not allow you for because if something happens to you, they can't get you out, basically.
I don't think I would ever want to get into a submarine.
I've been in them.
You're shorter than I am too, though, aren't you?
I'm 6'2".
Are you really 6'2"?
Yeah.
And you didn't feel any restrict? I mean,
No,
wow, I thought
never
you were
did.
short.
No.
It's amazing what we do underneath that ocean in submarines. They got their own machine shops to keep that thing going.
Yeah.
Well, then there's that aspect of it. If I got over the fact that being 6'4", I don't think it'd be real comfortable for me, then we're going to have to deal with the aspect of you're under the water or near the bottom of the ocean in this round tubular thing. No thanks. That's like the St. Louis Arch, depending on how you want to pronounce it. I want to go up in it, but I understand the ride to the top, you're really cramped, and I don't foresee myself doing that. But I'd like to.
friend of mine was in the Navy. He was on one for a nuclear one for what, almost 2 years before they surfaced. That's crazy.
Wow.
One of our school groups was going to go there to the St. Louis Arch and do all that, but this was all planned like the week before COVID hit, and so they never got to do it.
I just can't. I mean, I've never seen the dimensions of what you go up in there in, but I just, from what I've read and what little bit I've researched, it looks like it's super, super, super cramped. And I think it's about a 45-minute ride to the top, I heard. So I just don't see that I'm going to do that. So is this a new
Why?
camera, Jim?
It's one that's been laying around. I'm not too thrilled with it. It's got a bit of a fisheye effect, as you can see above my head.
Yeah, I can see
Yes,
it.
I can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not terribly good.
Why
Cloud-
why does
Well-
Blackwatch say now he's a participant when he is like yawning in chat and sleeping in chat?
He's thinking he's
Oh,
going to
he-
get the participant award.
He's just messing with us.
Yep.
Come on.
Wow, got some really low clouds flying by here really fast. That's interesting. I've seen some crazy weather this week.
It's been some crazy weather this month. I told my neighbor we're going to have snow on the ground in June.
I have seen it snow in April.
Oh,
In
I've seen
Virginia.
snow in
A
Indiana in
blizzard.
May,
Oh yeah.
and I've seen sticking snow in Indiana in October before.
Well,
So
out here where I'm at in California, they don't even have 4 seasons, so these people are stupid on that stuff. I see weird clouds low like that. I'm like, uh-oh, that's heading east. I'll see it before everybody else does. Kind of sucks we're in a drought. We
It was
got
up in Missouri.
just snow this week though up there, as low as 3,000 feet. That's kind of unheard of.
still nice out there though. I like where Tony Waddle lives down in Oceanside. That's a beautiful area down there.
Oh yeah, it's nice down there. Yeah, well, they have warm weather year round.
Pretty much, yeah.
I went down to Pismo last year. It was January the 8th. I couldn't believe it. 86 degrees. I'm laying out on the beach. I'm in the ocean. It was fun. Come back here, it's cold to
60,
these people's standards.
60
You
was
ever been-
cold. Go ahead, Greg.
You ever been to Black's Beach, Tim?
No, I haven't.
In San Diego?
Yeah.
I've been near there. San Diego, their highs that day I went to Pismo was 89. It was really warm last year here. But as soon as you go over those mountains, it was a night and day change.
Oh yeah, yeah. I just wonder if the glider port there next to Black Beach. I just wonder how often they stray over that way out of their flight path.
One of the biggest and most popular glider schools is here in, no, not Hollister, Avenal. Avenal. That's south of me, place south of Hanford. I believe it's near Lemoore Naval Air Station.
More. I remember
Yeah,
that.
that's a
Is that like a
big
telescope thing, Jim, or a microscope?
No, that's the bench cam.
Oh, okay. Because I noticed you were trying to get it to focus in on something.
I don't know if it'll let me do this or not.
Oh, I have opened up share
share
screen. If you guys want to share your screen, I don't think it's going to be abused now anymore.
I don't have nothing to share.
Come on, Sam, let's go. Sammy, where are you, Sam? Sam?
I knew that was coming.
Hey man, I'm like the Flintstones.
Is that that's
My
not an
brakes
app?
don't
That's
work
not
that
an Apple
fast.
machine, is it?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it
Oh.
is. It's a MacBook.
Oh wow.
Stupid MacBook.
Yeah, something that rarely crosses my doorstep, thankfully.
Oh
Thank God.
wow.
Are you trying to? I know this is going to be a dumb question. Get it to work?
It's working.
Oh, never mind. See, I told you it was a dumb question.
It wasn't working, but it is working now.
Cool.
What was wrong with it?
Wouldn't power on at all after they managed to spill water near it.
That's always good.
Oh,
Of course. What
let
else?
me
Yeah,
me
that'll do it.
let me guess. You replaced the DC charging module, which is inside the motherboard that you got to take completely apart to get to.
Believe it or not, no.
Just grind it off.
Can I guess? Can I guess?
Put it in rice.
That's
Okay.
oh, Greg, doggone it. That's what I was going to guess.
Well, the person who gave this to me to repair did take the back cover off and try to dry it out with, I guess, a hair dryer or something. But
Uh-oh.
that apparently didn't work.
Mhm.
So they gave it to me to see what I could do with it. It took me a whole whopping 15 minutes to get it running.
How
Wow.
did you dry it, or what did you do?
Well, the first thing, actually, I was going to make a whole video about this, but I solved the problem in 15 minutes. So what would be the point?
Right.
True.
Video.
I actually set the bench camera up and just filmed it so that I could go through the process to see how I could get this thing up and running. The entire process from start to finish took a whopping 13 minutes.
Yeah, but Jim, do you remember Matthew Barnes when Doug did
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Well, that was 10 minutes, and he brought us in, we screwed it up for 3 hours.
I remember that.
You could have had us in.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted to actually get something done.
Ooh.
So
Keyword.
what was the
Yeah.
fix?
Well, believe it or not, the fix was as simple as cleaning off some of the corrosion on the motherboard that apparently was a result of the water. That was basically some isopropyl alcohol and a toothbrush. That's all it took. I mean, it was really dead simple. I didn't imagine it was going to be that easy.
I bet electrical contact cleaner would have solved it just as the same amount of time too.
Probably would have.
That's my favorite toy.
What?
Is that an Intel chip and soldered M.2?
This is a very old. This is a 2012 MacBook Pro. It's an i7, I think, 3rd generation.
Still kicking. Nice.
Yeah, I'm reasonably impressed. It's got 8 gig in it. It has a mechanical hard drive in it, which is not the original drive, I noticed. And the drive in there is 6 years old. So what I'm waiting for is for a new battery, because as far as I can tell, it's the original battery, and the thing's 9 years old.
Mhm.
That doesn't need a battery.
Pardon me?
It does need a battery. They last 20 years. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. So I told them, look, as far as I can tell, this is the original battery. I said the drive in here was replaced at least once before, because the machine's from 2012 and the drive has a May 2015 stamp on it.
Mhm.
So it's 6 years old. I said new battery and a solid state drive, which they're supposed to be getting me. Hopefully it'll show up sometime next week. Then maybe I'll have a video where I can do the clone on a MacBook Pro and see if that does anything. I mean, I did upload a slightly edited video of what I did to this thing, but it's not visible to anybody. I mean, I can send the link if you really want to look at it.
Have you ever cloned a Mac before, Jim?
I'm trying to remember. No, I don't think I ever have.
It
I
should be.
know I haven't. I'm kind of
It should be
curious
normal
how it's
control,
going to
though.
work out.
Well, I think the procedure I'm going to try to do is I'm going to do a time machine backup just to be on the safe side. Then I'm going to try to do probably a sector by sector clone of the drive and see if that's successful. If that works, that's fine. If it doesn't work, then what I'll just do is I'll do a clean Mac OS install on the solid state drive and pull up Time Machine and pull the data back over. I've done that at least once before.
Have you tried a Cronus on it?
No, I have not. I'm thinking of trying that. I don't know how that successful that's going to be. I don't know what a Cronus is going to do when it sees a Mac formatted system.
Now it supposedly will take most of the Mac formats.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've
Well,
heard
I'm not
some.
sure what version of a Cronus I have at the moment. I'd have to double check.
I think it started in 2019 that it would do it.
Yeah, I don't know that mine's that new.
He also raised the price.
I've got to double check. Well, it was one of those deals where I bought a solid state drive, and one of the things they gave you was the OEM version of a Cronus to do the clone. And I'm not sure. Let's see if I have it. I thought I had it installed in here somewhere. Yes, I do. I got to double check and see what version it is. Of course, it's
And shows the globe.
Yeah, I'm gonna look something up here real quick.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
I don't think people want to be bored with what I look up on Google.
It'll be interesting to see how that works out with a Cronus or whatever you try to use on it. I've never worked on a Mac.
I've worked on a couple of them. I've worked enough on Macs to know that I hate them even more now.
Well, I should take that back. I did work on the Apple IIe. Before that was the Commodore PET computer, so it's almost similar, but way old.
The only time I ever touched a Mac is at high school. They had a couple of really old iMacs at high school, and that was it.
Now let's see. The build information for the one that I have says 19.0.5158. So I'm going to take a leap of faith and say it's a 2019 edition.
It should work.
Well,
Yeah.
I'll find out. I will find out.
That's the operating system for that.
No, that's the Cronus version.
Oh.
Check, see if you can get a free upgrade.
It's not that important. I don't do it that often, quite frankly. It's not worth my time. Let me just give me a second, guys.
Yeah, they got a Cronus True Image 2019 or 2020 for Mac.
I've used the
21.
Cronus and Macroom Reflect. I like both of them actually.
If you're absolutely really curious about it, I will put the link into chat. It's not a quote unquote published video because, like I said, the problem was solved so quickly. I can't even bother. But I'll put this in here. If you really want to take a look at it, you can take a look at it. It's slightly edited. I think the edited version is like 11 minutes. And I want to say that the whole thing from start to finish was like 13 and a half minutes.
Half of it was unscrewing it, probably.
Pardon me?
Half of it was unscrewing it and prying it apart.
No, actually, no. This, the funny part about that is that this particular MacBook Pro is old enough that it had Phillips screws on it.
Oh, wow.
That's how old this thing is. It actually had Phillips screws. Now, interestingly enough, the battery, when I went to remove it, had the tri-point screws on them. Wasn't Phillips, wasn't slotted, but wasn't the Pentalobe, was not one that it was the one that has the three triangular configuration.
Looks like a pyramid.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Fortunately,
Yeah,
I have one of these. So
Apple Apple does that. You gotta have special tools to open some of their stuff with, even their iPhones.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I'm lucky enough to have some of those tools. But yeah, they got weird screws sometimes.
I mean, I can
But
work on.
that had Phillips on the back. That's old.
Yeah, yeah, 9 years old. But my favorite saying when it comes to Macs, both the MacBook Pros and the regular all-in-one iMacs, the big ones. My favorite saying now is that I used to only dislike Apple products until I had to work on a few, and now I despise them.
I understand you 100%.
I prefer desktop AMD myself.
Well, give me what they refer to as the Wintel platform any day. PC Master Race, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Greg, you just made Catherine's day.
What? Who?
There you go.
This is my second AMD.
Don't hit me, Catherine.
I have to think about that.
Okay.
I like DMA. But then I'm backwards.
Watch,
Backwards for listening.
watch the thin ice, Gary. You is the SH and she is the fan.
Now, what the hell happened to?
Backwatch?
Oh, there we go.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Blackwatch.
I didn't say a damn thing. Keep me on to this one.
Blackwatch.
If you want to pay more for your CPU, feel free.
Let me
Well,
go
if
get
you're
the
gonna pay more for
popcorn. Hold on.
everything, feel free.
Oh, thank goodness she's gonna talk tech to me.
For CPU, for the motherboard, for pretty much everything. And then they, on top, I don't know, they're just like the devil in blue, because the devil does not always come in red. I hate them because they do stupid stuff. Like oh yes, where they made me really angry was when there was Spectre and the Meltdown, and they developed a tool that tested for it. But the tool was only able to test in Windows that were set up with the language in English. And I wrote to the customer support. I said, okay, I have my computer set up in English because I'm better with English and not in German, but I speak German too, and Swiss German and all the other stuff. So, and I just tried this tool on my computer, on the computer of my friend. She has it set up in German and it doesn't work. And I don't like that. If you develop a tool for that, it has to work in every language that Microsoft Windows can be set up. Because how dare you just to use this tool on machines that actually have the English version of Windows installed? I got very pissed off with Intel, and till today, I will not forget it, and I will not forgive them for that, because they should not have done that. They're stupid. And then the second thing they did, they said that they were, oh yes, the website for the P665 was already up when it was not already even been shipped to the distributors. And I told them, if you want to confuse customers, congratulations, you just did. You do not confuse me because I'm more advanced, but you can confuse others. So take that light off from your server. Take it off, disable it. And they did. It was
Yeah,
4 days later. It was 4 days later, but they did. And since then, Intel, no, they make too many lies. Always. Yes?
Yeah, but Catherine, you know Ken and I like to do stupid stuff.
Whoa, hold on.
Well,
Oh,
if
Okay,
you,
go
Kid
ahead.
in Blackwatch does stupid stuff? Wait a minute
It-
here.
if you
What
want to
happened?
do
Oh, I restarted the machine. That's what.
Okay, so I help Ken do stupid stuff. So what?
yes, you should not help Ken. You keep your stupid stuff to yourself. You can do it on your own computer, yes, but not on Ken's computer because otherwise I get angry with you, and you do not want that. I tell you.
Well, I do enough stupid stuff on my own. I really don't need much help.
Oh, that too. Yes, but
Yeah.
at least we could resolve your USB issue.
I think it did. Yes. It made the ding sound. It showed up. I'm not going to move anything right now. Tomorrow I'll place everything where I want it to be, and hopefully it'll still work.
Yes,
And
it will. Look at
is Carrie going to be on tomorrow?
I
Yeah.
imagine he
I
probably
don't know.
will.
I mean, it's Friday.
He should
Oh
be.
man, I gotta work tomorrow.
Call in
Maybe.
sick.
Yeah, call in cold or something.
Tell him he got sick printing Obama
It's
paper, ordering
it's
and take out salmonella.
it's my day off and I gotta go to work.
Wow.
That's
You should be
confusing,
off.
isn't it, Tim?
Are you still training the weekend person that you mentioned?
All right, I trained that guy in like an hour. The guy I trained over a year ago took 2 weeks to train and we fired his ass.
No wonder you're out of Obama paper.
But
Do they stick
it
around?
the who stick around.
Do the new people you hire and train, do they stick around?
Speak a little
Oh,
slower.
the guy I trained, he's gonna be there a while. It was the weekend supervisor. I trained him how to do it.
Without any something sweet.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Who was that?
Mrs. K.
That's
Yes.
Ken's wife.
Where's my coffee?
Yes, sir.
Blackwatch would like to know where his coffee is at.
He screwed up
It's
again.
coffee. You better be going to his kitchen and make his own.
No more
Uh,
days off. No more days off. That's it.
I guess you heard what she said.
I guess you're gonna have to go get some black coffee, Blackwatch.
Follow Robert's lead when he goes to the kitchen and shows us how he makes his coffee. So, no, Tim, the reason I ask is they hire people at Lorna's work all the time, and if they make it a whole 2 days, it's a record because most of them don't stick around. It's just the dumbest thing.
Most of the people.
There goes that air horn again. Hit it. BH, hit it.
No, ain't no tornadoes here.
Aloha.
Oh, here we go. We're about to set a Zoom record.
Most people stick around for at least 6 months to a year. Yeah, it's a great company to work for.
Let's let Jeff in and we'll hit the magic number of 10 in the Zoom.
No. Don't let him in.
No, don't let him in.
He can write that code for you, by the way, your batch file. But oh no, you guys wanted to talk about whatever it is you want to talk about.
Oh, is this the real Doug Betts?
No.
He's just there. Oh, there's Doug. Hi, Doug.
Hi, Doug.
I'm going out on a limb and say it's not the real Doug Betts. I didn't send Doug the link.
That's not him. He would have said something by now.
And it's not. Hey, Jeff.
Hey.
So it's a ghost from.
I knew it. I knew it.
Gary.
There goes some Christmas past.
So they check this out, Tim. They fired one of the nurses back in July, I think it was, or August, and they rehired her last week.
Same people.
The same
They're
woman, the
desperate.
same one they fired. They hired her back last week. They hired her on a Friday. They fired her on Saturday.
Oh wow.
Makes
We
no
don't-
sense.
We don't do that kind of stuff.
Can I say something?
Yes.
They are stupid too. They should have just let her employed.
You're preaching to the choir on that one, Catherine. Believe me.
Oh, man.
Hallelujah. Jesus is my rock.
They just and they got the paper schedule only because on paper it looks like they're fully staffed. The reality is they're not. And when anyone questions it, she can say, "Well, I had it staffed by the schedule, but no one shows up." So she knows these people aren't going to show up. One of my biggest gripes I have. And we all know that if 4 people get to work, Darren's in the same situation. Darren's warehouse used to have, I believe he said, 12 people in it. Now they're down to 4 people, and the 4 people are doing the work of 12 people, and are not going to hire 8 more people because they're getting the work done with 4 that they were
That's
paying
right.
8 people to do. So they're not going to hire anybody. The same way with Lorna. As long as they get the work done, they're never going to. No, Tony, I'm not going to rant. It's too early for a rant. Rants start in 15 minutes.
But we're putting out there a $500 bonus if you sign an application to come work for us.
Paid immediately, or do they have to be there any length of time?
I have another question, Ken.
Okay.
I think she's had
Does,
her. Hasn't
does she earn more now at least?
Yes. The outgoing administrator hooked a few of the good nurses up with a substantial pay increase.
Good.
And hopefully the new one doesn't take it away. She got them all together and she said, okay, I'm leaving, but before I go, I'm going to hopefully get this to go through to you. But she wouldn't tell them the dollar amount. And when we seen the dollar amount, I was like, because I'm thinking, oh, maybe, 50 cents, 75 cents, maybe $1. No, it was substantial.
Good.
And super good. But she's still underpaid. I've said for years that I don't care, unless you're a brand new graduate of nursing school with no experience, you are underpaid as a nurse. Unless you're not worth a damn, and then you're probably overpaid. But maybe Tony was right. Maybe there is a rant coming. All right, I'm
One of
done.
the things that happened with the pandemic is that some places have been so short-staffed, they're hiring nurses through agencies, and those nurses are making a hell of a lot more money than the regular nurses.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
And so what's wrong with this picture?
A lot. Everything.
Yeah. I can't reply because I told everybody the rant's going to be in 15 minutes. So hopefully by then I will have forgotten.
There's just so many stories that could be said about that right there. It's nuts everywhere.
Let's talk about technical stuff. I've got 13 minutes before I can rant.
All right, I've got a laptop that was trying to do some Windows updates and hung up during one of the updates, and I rebooted it anyway, and then it says, wait, I'm working on Windows. So I went to the store, cooked supper, came back, just looked at it. It's on my other side over here. Now the screen is blank, it's on, and it's locked up.
Okay, I've got someone that can answer that for you.
Oh, no.
worry
No,
about
no, 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 no. Don't try that one. Don't try
So I'm
that.
just going to hold the power button down and see what happens.
Yeah.
Shut it down, start it up again. So
Catherine's
hard
name
work.
is too
my
long. I
problem
can't.
is I got to have this thing working tomorrow so my wife can visit a doctor over Zoom on it. She can't come up the stairs to sit at the one I'm using.
Uh-oh.
So I've got to get this damn laptop semi-working at least
Right. Yeah.
by noon tomorrow.
What is on it?
Windows 10.
No, I mean file-wise.
Excuse me.
Is there any important files on it that
No.
you want?
No.
Okay, then just
Well, I mean, I can reinstall if I have to. I don't want to because it's a pain in the neck. But
yeah, just do the reinstall because just do the reinstall. It's faster because if you try the other way, what can if you try the other way?
Your name's too long, so if I need you to answer a question, I'm just going to hold this up because I can't write your whole name.
Okay.
well, it's interesting. This laptop, not 2 months ago, blue screened on me and then would not boot again. I mean, would not start up.
Yeah.
So I reinstalled everything from scratch at that point.
Mhm.
And it's just kind of used it once for this doctor meeting thing my wife does. And she didn't have to do that last month. So it's been sitting there for 2 months. So I fired it up again and ran Windows Update. And this is what happened so far.
With which code did it blue screen?
I don't remember. That's like 2 or 3 months ago.
Yeah, you always need to write it down because.
Well, but then when I shut it down and then it couldn't find an operating system when I restarted.
Yes, maybe is.
So I just reinstalled Windows from scratch and did my thing. I've got all the files that are on it are backed up. I mean, I don't have any issues with that.
Is the hard drive that is in the laptop, is it a mechanical hard drive?
Yes.
How old is it?
About 3 years.
Okay.
Doesn't have a lot of hours on it, actually. I don't have it on very much.
But
I have a solid state drive to put in it.
yes.
I'm not going to do that tonight.
I would.
It goes a lot faster with a solid state drive than it will with that hard drive.
True.
Guaranteed.
I know, but
So,
I've got to sleep
I've got some.
tonight, too.
I got some advice that I learned recently. Have you tried Crystal Disk Mark on it yet?
Actually, in your case, it's Crystal Disk Info.
Oh.
Mark is for
Take that back.
Yeah.
No, I have both of those.
The speed
but,
info is for the information of the hard drive.
Well, I'm going to piddle with it while I'm talking to everybody. I'm shutting it all the way down now by holding the power button.
So Wintermute
This is
has
the one
joined
that
us.
I've had problems with this going to sleep, and I talked to Doug, and he gave me a whole bunch of suggestions on that, and I thought I had reset everything in the hardware that could make it go to sleep, but I may have missed something.
So two things. Matthew Camp says you might have a corrupt install, and Wintermute says try reverting pending updates, and then he posted a link in the chat. So you might want to look at that.
It just shut down, so I'm going to try and start it up again.
Hey, Wintermute, good to see you. I passed your link along to Jeff, and he's going to see what he can do.
Okay, so your hard drive is a mechanic. I have not been finished with my questions, but it doesn't matter.
How did people move in here? Tim was there.
Your hard drive is a mechanical hard drive. Do you know what model it is?
Not without looking.
Because if it's a WD green, I highly recommend that you do what Jim is saying too, because they're not reliable. That's the only drive that died after 5 years.
Well, it seems to be booting here, so we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Doesn't mean it's going to start all the way up.
Why not?
My solution would be
It's just slow. I mean, this is a very slow drive,
Mm.
which is why I have a solid state drive sitting here to put in. I just haven't done it yet. I was gonna clone the hard drive and then update everything else after that.
Yes.
But I've got to get this thing going sort of by tomorrow, and I'm not going to stay up all night swapping drives.
I have another question.
Sure.
Since when do you know the appointment with the doctor for your wife?
The appointment's at noon, but there's an online questionnaire we have to answer in the morning.
No, since when do you know the appointment date?
Well, it's made a month in advance.
Okay.
Boot it up. Hey.
Yes. Okay. A month in advance. That should have given you enough time to order the SSD, to put the SSD in, to reinstall the.
Well, I've had the SSD for 6 months.
Stop. And now you complain.
I complained because Windows Update didn't work, not because my hard drive's slow.
Yeah, but still, if you had it already installed, you probably would have a problem less. So please don't complain now.
Well, maybe, but this is one of those that all the techs like to call horrible products.
Yeah.
Especially then, you do everything to avoid possible errors.
Although I will say, unlike most of the techs, by and large, I've had good luck with Hewlett-Packard products.
I was getting ready to ask, is it truly Hewlett-Packard's got a lot of issues, or just people like to pick on them?
Well, no, there's a couple of reasons for it. Number one, HP is like the low price point leader. They've got the like $300, $400 laptops that everybody buys. They're the cheapest things in the world. They're underpowered to begin with, and they're just very cheaply made.
Yeah.
And they sell. That's the problem. The consumer only thinks about price.
Sure.
The professional laptops are actually pretty good.
Well, that's
this is not a low end. This is one of their mid-range laptops. Someplace between $500 and $600.
That's not mid-range. That's still lousy.
Well, I'm not going to buy $1,000 laptop. I don't need it for much, and I'm not going to pay more than $500 or $600 for a laptop ever. I'll live with the consequences.
Yeah.
What size is the C drive?
It's a terabyte drive.
Wow.
Try right-clicking on it, go to properties, and do disk cleanup.
So, well, there's not much on there to clean up. Most of the stuff was freshly installed. So,
Yeah, but when you do Windows updates, there's a lot of files that it,
yeah, okay, yeah.
and I've gotten rid of 3 gig of files.
Wow. So I'm going to go back on something Catherine said a while ago. She was talking about the instructions to something were not written properly. The Veterans Administration sent me a scale that I got earlier this week, and it's about 2 feet across and about 18 inches in width, which is nice. The instructions are in every language known to mankind, except
English.
Exactly.
Hey, Ken,
Okay.
Yes, Gary.
does it have a name of the company that sent you that?
It's got in big red letters SECA. I don't know if that's the name of the company or what.
Seca. Yes, I know. Okay.
Good scale. I like it.
Yes.
Is it an electronic scale?
Yeah, you step on it, activate it, then you step on it, and it's got the little flashing thing, and it tells your weight.
Okay.
It's nice. I like it.
What is the model number of the?
There is no model number on this thing anywhere. It's got SECA written on the front, right there, and on the back. It's got a tag that is written in every language except for English.
I find it something.
No, it's got a number on that barcode, if that would help. I got it working, so I'm happy. But I was like, man, good thing I have a little bit of a ability to figure this out.
Well, I got one from the pain clinic that I went through for my knee, and they sent me a scale. It's like, I don't need one. You know, what's the deal?
It was okay. So here's there is one, two, three. There's 6 words written in English. You ready for this?
This is a scale.
Designed in Germany, made in China.
Parts and labor is cheaper.
I guess. Uh-oh, somebody just made a noise. Somebody left the room. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8.
Again,
Yeah, somebody left the
got
room.
I think I've got a solution.
To the scales, I got it working. I'm good.
No, to the computer, to Jeff's computer
Oh,
problem.
Well, it actually, it has updated everything it found except one, which is the one that was hung up on.
Well, I was gonna say if there's nothing on it, and all you need it for tomorrow is Zoom, you can install Linux in less than 5 minutes and have it running just enough to be able to run Zoom.
Yeah, it looks like it may work here. We'll see. I'll just revert this one update if it hangs up again.
oh, Tim
Yeah, you
left.
can
Okay.
uninstall that update.
What's that?
You can uninstall your.
Yeah,
your
it's
laptop.
downloading it. It's a cumulative update for net,
Yeah,
not net.
Should be 6.01.
Well, it doesn't say. Cumulative update preview for .NET Framework 3.5 and 4.8 for Windows 10 version 20H2.
Oh, yuck. That one got problems with it.
Oh, yuck. That's a good technical term. Oh, yuck.
Well, that's where it hung up. It got to 100% once. Then I restarted Windows Update, and it said it was 21%. Then I said, there's something screwy with this update, and I rebooted the system, and it did something or tried to do something when the system started up again. And then I think it just went to sleep on me because I was gone so long, and I still haven't got something set to keep it from going to sleep. I had to go to the store and do some things, so I just left it.
Go to the power plant under settings.
Well, it's more than that. I've got all of those set right, but I found, and Doug put me onto this, you can go in and look at various hardware components and see whether they are allowed to put the system to sleep, and you can tell it not to do that. And I think I might have missed one. Because I was having problems in the past with this thing going to sleep when I didn't want it to and not waking up.
Ken,
Yes, still here.
I just put in the user manual for your scale, and it's in English, German, and whatever language too.
I'm going to go check it out.
It's called, you have a Seika Model 813.
Where is the link at?
In the YouTube chat.
Yeah, I know. I've just got to.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I see it in the monitoring computer, but I want to look it up on this computer. No.
Or I put it in the Zoom
What's
chat.
going on? Refresh this. Oh, can I Oh, I may have just made a fatal mistake. Oh, I shouldn't have. Oh, I guess that's cool. Okay, yep, there it is. I did a refresh. I didn't know if I could do that on my stream or not. Okay, so there's that. And
I put it in Zoom too.
oh, cool. I see. Oh, is GB? Is that English?
Yes. Seika Manual 813 International PDF.
Right. So
Ken just had a Doug moment. He lost one of Catherine's links.
no, I found it. I got it on the. I'm actually showing it. So that looks to be English there. Let me go bring up.
Yes, scroll down, scroll down. Like this is just about the warranty. Scroll down. More.
That's it. No more. That is
Yes.
the end.
Yes, here is everything. Look.
Oh, the pictures?
Yes, and then you see weighing. So English is a second language. You see how you can weigh yourself, technical data, declaration of conformity. So yes, this is your manual. It's not very complicated.
No, I got it to work, so I'm
And
happy with it.
with Ken, it doesn't take much more than uncomplicated.
Ken is a scale.
Oh no, Gary, you're not nice. Can you be a little bit nicer?
I didn't yell at anybody today yet. You did.
Gary hasn't got a thermometer to turn up, Catherine. He can't get any nicer.
Oh.
That's it. Factory sealed.
Oh, I see.
As
Yeah.
long as it keeps working, we're good. And I got a feeling that if it were to break, all I got to do is tell the VA I need another one, and they will ship one out, no questions asked.
Have you found where the batteries are?
Oh yeah, I figured all that out. Yeah, that was what that one little cover was.
We bought a scale, I don't know, last year sometime, and shoved it under the bed. And by the time my wife wanted me to get it out so she could weigh herself, and wouldn't switch on. It was just batteries. I had to.
Well, I knew the batteries had to go somewhere because there was 2 packages of 2 batteries, which is silly, but anyway. And I flipped it over. I'm like, I bet if I take the, oh look, the batteries go right there. What I didn't figure out right away was I put the batteries in and I stepped up on it. Nothing. Okay. Take the batteries out, put the batteries back in, stepped up on it. Nothing. Okay. So then I thought there's got to be a switch to turn it on or off. No switch. There's a switch to change it from kilograms to pounds, and there's one other one, and I don't know what it is, so I didn't mess with it. I accidentally put my foot on it, and the words SCCA popped up in the display. So I thought, ha-ha, that's how you turn it on.
Step on it, turn it on, step off, and you could get back on it.
Exactly.
I think ours works the same way.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. That's what it was.
Yes.
So.
All right, kids, I'm going to get out of here.
All right, Jim, thanks for joining. Thanks for the help a while ago. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. I'll leave you with the T-shirt of the day.
Thanks for the pizza, Jim.
See you guys later.
T-shirts.
Well,
Thanks,
it's
Jim.
not
Good
as-
night.
See ya.
Yeah, it's not a seagull, so it's not an old red skeleton shirt. Do you remember his things about Gertrude and Heathcliff, the seagulls?
Yep.
I didn't watch much Red Skelton at all.
My parents liked him, and actually, I liked him too. He was one that he survived long enough into the quote modern comedy era that he was one who could still put on a good show with clean language and all that sort of thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of what passed for comedy, say in the late 70s, early 80s, was some of these jackasses just using bad language for shock value.
Sure.
I mean, it's like when you're in the 3rd or 4th grade and you're learning to say all of the words you're not supposed to say and everybody giggles, you know. It's that kind of stuff.
Hey, Ken,
Yes.
no big deal. But did they, I mean, it came from the VA, the scale.
Yes.
And 2, do they want you to keep track of what you're weighing?
Well, hang on. Let me take care of what I'm doing here.
Sure.
Because I can't, oddly enough, I cannot talk, type, and text at the same time. What the hell did I just do? So we
I don't
won't
know. What did you do?
I typed in the word, here is the link. I pasted the link, and then it took the word, here is the link, and put it at the end of the link. Beats me. So Gary, again, your question was the
I don't know,
VA and the scale.
did they want you to keep track of your weight?
Yeah. Okay. So here's the argument that I've been having for 3 weeks. I'm not a big numbers guy on weight. I never have been. I base it off of how my clothes fit. If I put a pair of pants on and I have to put a notch in my belt, that's good. If I put a pair of pants on and the pants fall off, that's good. If I put a pair of pants on and they don't work, they don't stay, that's good. I'm happy with that. Same way with my shirts. Nope, got to have your weight. No, you don't. I'm losing weight. Clearly, I'm losing weight. Nope, got to have a number. Okay, 250. No, we need an accurate number. Okay, last time I went to the VA and they weighed me, I was 260. Okay, that's a starting point. Good God. Send me the scale.
Yes.
You know, I mean, it's almost as bad as being back in the military at times. It really is. And today they were like, what'd you weigh today, Ken? This morning I weighed 247.6. Oh, that's wonderful. You've lost 13 pounds in a short period of time. I'm like, no, I went to see the VA clinic, 2.5 months ago. So this isn't a short time thing. I've known for at least 2 months I'm losing weight. I've known that. Now we have the number, so everybody's happy. Ugh.
Yes.
Okay, rant's over.
You know how you can piss them off? When they ask you to write down the weighing number all the time?
I could make the numbers up, and they're not going to know any different.
Catherine, Ken already knows how to keep them up. He
It's
said belt with one knot.
It's just like the stupid thing with the steps. They
I
want me
thought-
to walk 10,000 steps. I think she said a day. I thought it was a day.
That's too much.
That's not high.
It's what I'm pretty sure it's what she said. I can go back and play it
I'd have
again.
to say a week or a month, maybe.
Well,
That's
No,
like
they
3
want
months.
they want Ken to move 10,000 steps a day because that is what they want.
right.
Yes.
But they're not going to get it. They're not going to get it in a week, I don't think.
Just do
They
it to
might.
piss them off. Then they are happy and then they leave you alone. This is how you deal with these
Oh,
idiots.
yeah.
It's like in Colombia, I went to a dietitian, yes, because I'm overweight too, blah, blah, blah. I know all the stress, yes. So they said to me, yes, you have to eat the portion, like only one portion of bread.
Yeah.
Yes. And I went like, yes, a portion. What is a portion? Give me grams. Don't give me a portion. A portion can be a kilo, it can be 100 grams, it can be 10 grams. What is it? Specify it.
Yeah.
Yes, because otherwise I haven't got a clue what I have to do.
Yep.
How much or how less I have to eat.
Yep. I've got a scale in my kitchen cabinet that's still in the box, never been out, that the VA sent me so that I could weigh my food before I cook my food and or eat my food.
Yes.
Yeah, that lasted all of about, I've never used it.
Especially vegetables when they are cooked by afterwards they are cooked because they lose water, they weigh less.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So you start off with more vegetable before you cook them, and once they're cooked, they might weigh less. Yes. So that's a bit yeah. I understand why they do it. They probably do it more for the rice and for the carbohydrates. Yes, they do it for the carbohydrate stuff. They don't do it for the vegetables. Yes.
I got a real quick tech question on YouTube. I want to take away my email that I just posted in there. Do I click on remove and that's just going to remove that message?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I did not know. Thank you.
Any dissenters?
Any who?
Dissenters.
Not
Dissenters.
agree.
Dissenters. Anybody didn't agree?
Oh, keep it
Agree with
simple.
what?
Yeah, really.
Say, Robert.
I have. Go ahead, Jeff.
No. Robert was showing us his coffee maker there a minute ago. Just noticed it looks like the one we've had for 10 years. I bought my wife a Keurig like that 10 years ago this month. And knock on wood, the darn thing's still working.
I prefer the old-fashioned. Put the grounds in the thing. Put the water.
Well, I was off at work and she was making a pot and drinking a quarter to half of it and throwing the rest of it out.
Yeah, I don't waste coffee.
And so we've always managed to find some place that sells those K-cup things cheap. When we lived in Aiken, South Carolina, and there was a store there that sold leftover stuff from other stores. And they always had coffee at about a quarter of the cost you can find it in the grocery store.
Yeah, I want to go back to what Catherine was talking about vegetables. I love carrots and potatoes, but it's one of the worst things I can eat as a diabetic.
Really? Carrots?
Oh, yeah, a lot of sugar.
Yes.
A lot of
Carrots have a lot of sugar, and potatoes, they have a lot of starch or carbohydrates.
Carbohydrates, right.
And you should limit your carrots to 2 per day, and your potato, like rice, yes, just best to forget them. Yes?
I haven't eaten rice in over 2 years. I didn't eat a lot of rice to begin with.
Rice, beer, other alcohol.
No, I don't drink. I don't drink, so that's not even an issue.
Okay, bread is.
Doing some experiments with bread. I just went through some sourdough bread that was actually really good, and by the label, it's okay to have 2 slices, and it's not going to hurt me that bad.
Yes, 2 slices are fine.
Yeah.
Do you like whole wheat bread?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I did, but
is that something you shouldn't have now?
Well, I can. I can have anything I want. I can only have it in moderation. For right after they diagnosed me, no bread, no potatoes, no carrots, no vegetables, it was really a modified keto diet is what it was.
Yeah. Vegetables, yes, but
you
can eat like cauliflower, you can eat broccoli, stuff like this. Yes, you can eat salad, you can eat tomato.
I'll tell you another one I like that I can't eat a lot of, and that's butternut squash.
Yes,
a lot of sugars in that.
Yes. Yes.
You hear growing up, eat your fruits and vegetables. You gotta watch the fruits.
But
I had
Ken has a pretty similar diet to mine too. I cannot eat a lot of tomato. I cannot eat a lot of. I should not eat lemon or orange or mandarin, stuff like that. I have to limit my tomato because of the acid.
Yeah.
I cannot eat red meat, only white meat. I cannot. I practically try to avoid white sugar. I do not buy products that have more than 7 grams of white sugar in it.
I have a diabetic friend. She's type 1, and she gives herself insulin however many times a day she eats because she's got to check her blood, and then based on what her number is, she has to take the insulin and she eats. And she's 67 now, and recently she said, "You know what? I'm about done with this, and I'm gonna eat the way I want, but I've done it for so long. The way I want to eat is the way I'm supposed to eat because I've done it for so long." And every once in a while, she'll just she goes as what she calls off the deep end, and she'll make make a dessert that's got some sweets in it. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to welcome in to the Zoom for the first time ever, Rick Lakes.
Yay, Rick! Yay, Rick!
Yeah,
Yay, Rick!
Hello.
can't hear you yet.
Hello.
Okay, not yay, Rick.
Take it back. I've been told, I don't know, I've been told both they can and they cannot hear. I don't know. We'll find out in a minute. So,
We're down to so.
all together now. Yay, Rick. Yay, Rick.
Yay, Rick.
Can you hear
Yay,
us, Rick?
Amateurs.
Let's see if we can hear Rick. Can you hear us, Rick?
Let's see if we can hear Rick. Can you hear us?
Always got to mute the YouTube stream. Isn't that funny that everyone that joins forgets to do that?
Ricky, don't lose that number. You don't want to call nobody.
Hello.
Hey, Rick.
Hi.
Hello. Hey, Rick.
You still got the echo. You might want to turn the volume down. No, the cam's not on. You're good on that.
Turn the volume
That's
down.
fine.
Cam's not on. You're good on that. That's fine.
But the YouTube stream's still going in the background because we can hear the echo, or at least I can. I don't know. Can you guys hear the echo?
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody help Ricky up on the stove.
And it's a learning curve. Don't feel too bad. Right, Gary?
What? What?
What?
What?
Everything's repeating.
Yes. Go ahead and send us an audio check real quick.
Go ahead and send us an audio check real quick.
No,
How do I do that?
You just did. Just speak and we can hear you. Still a little bit of an echo on the YouTube. You might turn it down just a little bit more. Or you can do like I do, is I mute the YouTube and I listen to everything through Zoom.
Yes, I do that too.
Yeah, I do that with Carrie and Doug and everybody.
Yep.
So thank you for being here. I appreciate it. We got the big dude Greg sitting up there eating his chips, which look to be Lay's barbecue chips, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, used to love me some Lay's barbecue. Jeff in Vegas, Robert in
Yep.
Tennessee at work, Catherine in Columbia, Gary in Michigan, and Blackwatch. And of course, I'm your host, and I'm in Cornfield Heaven in Illinois. Rick, I
There you
believe,
go.
is in Minnesota.
Yep.
Any snow?
Whereabouts in Minnesota?
Brainerd, Minnesota.
Where was that? I'm sorry.
Brainerd, Minnesota.
Where is that from the Twin Cities?
It's 1 hour and 40 minutes north of St. Cloud.
Okay. I've got a cousin that lives, it's either Minneapolis or St. Paul. I got to look up her address, but she's been up there for a long time. Likes it there. My laptop's fixed.
All
The
right.
third time's the charm on trying to install that stupid update it didn't like.
Oh, okay.
Pause the update.
Well, what I'm going to do, as soon as we get through this immediate need, just going to shut it off and leave it a while. Then I'm going to clone the hard drive to a solid state drive, and then I'll do the rest of the Windows updates on the solid state drive. I'm 2 feature versions behind. Not that I care that much.
So
Pause
Rick,
the update
Rick,
and
you
then
said Brand, B-R-A-N-D, Minnesota?
Brainerd.
Oh, Brainerd. God, I need my ears checked.
Yeah, well, Ken's American. Look at you, that.
There's that problem too.
Yeah. Brainerd. We knew about Brainerd has a big drag race down there sometimes.
Yeah, we've got BIR. Brainerd International Raceway. It's actually in Baxter.
I didn't blur it out. I'm surprised no one has corrected me yet. From the Fargo movie fame. Really? Wintermute just said it's from the Fargo movie fame. I like the movie Fargo. And I like the series Fargo, even though none of it's real. Oh, there we are.
How far can you go?
Wow, look at all them lakes. Oh my God, I'd be
Yeah, land of 10,000 lakes.
yeah, I'd be fishing. Oh, would I be fishing?
Anybody count the lakes?
10,000.
I
Almost
got
at
10,000 plus, but
Oh, you way up there.
oh
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, we went to Minneapolis to the Mall of America. That was pretty cool. All right, I got to jump back over here while I'm here. Hour and 34 minutes. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, it's nice of you to join. I appreciate it.
Yep.
Welcome
I
to
have
the
a-
insanity.
Hey, Ken.
Yes, sir. Oh, Alex is back.
Yes, I'm back. Pretty soon, that may not be just known as the Mall of America. It may be known as the only mall in America. Because a lot of malls are shutting down, including we used to have a mall in it used to be a mall in Pine Bluff, but it got shut down. It got shut down years ago, and then the owner finally sold the building.
I was impressed with the aquarium they had at the Mall of America. Alex, you're joining again?
No,
Oh, it just says Alex Cheek entered the waiting room.
that's not
I've
me.
only
I'm in
been
here
to the Mall
talking.
of America once, and I've
There's
seen it once. I don't want to go back. Too big.
Yeah, the only way we would go back is if when my grandchildren get old enough to enjoy that massive playland they have up there. That would be the only reason.
Hey, Ken,
Yes, sir.
we were talking about guns, what, day or two?
Yes.
When I was, about 16, 17, with my dad and a couple other people, 4 of us, we went across to Canada with guns to go hunting, legitimately hunting.
Right.
And we're going to send the rest of them back pretty soon.
No, we were talking about, hey, back then they didn't give a shit.
Oh, yes, we do.
So the
No, you
Alex
didn't.
Cheek trying to get in's just got a red background and it says AC. He left. He figured out that I figured out he wasn't the real Alex Cheek.
Who's Susie Q?
Yep, that would be Blackwatch.
So do you
Was it
have an
spelled
open
right?
meeting tonight?
No,
to
it's
speak?
it's still the YouTube is open. That's how Jim knew we were.
No, the guy that was wanting into the Zoom was
Yes.
my name spelled right.
Yeah, it copied and pasted it.
I have no idea who that was because I'm in here.
No, that's why I
username.
asked. I mean, I thought maybe you might be jumping to another browser or something like we've done on our experiments, but
Nope. I always use the app on my tablet or the app on the computer or the app on the phone, and it always uses the same account.
right, and it always uses your picture or your video. That's true.
Hold up, Ken. Hold up, Ken. I sense a confession coming here.
We're listening.
Confess.
I wasn't the one talking.
I've got 2 suspicions on who it might have been. Yeah, we've only had one bomber, Tony, and I got rid of her or him really quick. Just like instant. As soon as I seen it, I took care of it. BH Ringer is not here, otherwise he probably would have jumped over on it. And then that has to be someone that has the link or someone that figured out how to get the link. So we'll see how it goes. Might have been Tim exercising a little bit of humor. I don't know. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. I got this running pretty good right now, I think, on both the YouTube side and this side. And hopefully I won't have to make any more changes on it. I was
So
only...
Out Jim for a split second, but he must have left.
Yeah, Jim was here. It's 12:30 up in his neck of the woods. He's in Delaware. So,
Wakey, Greg.
okay, now Tim's wanting to come back.
No.
Make him wait.
No. I'll tell him to go smoke his pipe in the teepee or something.
He's muted. Hey,
No,
Tim.
don't say anything. You won't know we're here.
Yeah. Shh. Be real quiet. And Tim says, hi, everyone. Hey, Tim. Your mic's not working.
Just put back. Here's everyone. We're not here.
Yeah.
Picture this, Tim. Picture this.
Hey, Tim. You seriously need to let us know if it's the real Tim we all know and love, because in about 5 seconds you're going to be removed and you won't be able to come back.
Let's see a photograph.
Let's see your picture. Let's see your camera.
Photographs and memories.
Wasn't that Ringo?
No.
Photographs and memories was Jim Croce.
Yeah, get with the,
You're right.
just get Jesus. Get that guy up to speed, Ken.
Hey, I can't bring everybody up to speed. I have enough trouble with myself. All right, Tim.
Tim who?
He's gone. Now, do we want to place bets on who it may or may not have been?
Was it something I said? Because I can say it again.
No, you can say anything you want now, except we're still on the stream.
Who is Susie Q?
That's Blackwatch.
Who? That's Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Blackwatch, maybe.
CCR.
Yeah.
He
John
likes to
Fogerty.
confuse me. I don't like to be confused.
So, Catherine, how has your day gone?
Okay, real quick. Tony, Wallow, Wintermute, Rick Lakes, who's now in Zoom. I appreciate you being here. Matthew Camp, if you're watching the stream, I'm going to end the stream. We've been an hour and 41 minutes on this go around, and we were about 40 on the one before, so that's kind of going to be enough for tonight. Hopefully you'll see everybody tomorrow night. Saturday, Doug will probably be doing something. If not, I will be doing something. And, I mean, after all, the day ends in a Y, and we all know that means I'm streaming. So, good night. I appreciate you being here. I don't know why I'm looking at that monitor, because my camera's in front of me. So, I will talk to the stream. Was it South Park? It was South Pork. It was. Yes.
Oh my God, they killed Kenny.
I was waiting for that, actually. So, good night, Wintermute. Tony, good night. I don't know if Matthew made it back or not. So, the stream is ending in countdown. 1, 2, 3, whatever. I can't count. Good night.
Excellent.